Nothing is happening.
You obviously, are very pained. But
I'm aggrieved.
Yes.
Because in setting up Osopade, I drafted the bill. I, Benson Enikuommehin, drafted the bill and sent it to the then governor. The present governor was the SSG. I gave a copy to Dr. Gagu, gave a copy to him. I know what I'm talking about.
So
I'm not just a babbler.
So definitely you are very disappointed in terms of how things have turned out in that
By
state.
this administration, not only am I disappointed, I'm frustrated.
Just a moment, sir. Does this also apply to other areas of Ondo State, or this is just about Ilaje area?
I can't use my eyes to see for others. But the one that affects us, oil is a depleting asset. By the time the oil finishes, what do we have got to show for it? I told you I went to my town. I slept there. The footbridge you can do for 3-4 million. We don't have. Before the last election, the governorship election, I had to bring money from my pocket in 2012 to give people from Akingboyi, Enekensulu, Oduole, that is Kubanri, Oberebinu, Obefenla, Obelomere, and Obeji, to make some of the footbridges. Not the place there is no land. And up till now, there has not been a single one. Let Osopade chairman contradict it. This is the truth. So when people are angry and they vote in this, in fact, our party must consider itself lucky that they still have this number of votes. I'm sure it must be in the persuasion of His Excellency that he will do better than this, that must have accounted for this. But for that, we should score 0. When we score 0, we go back home and readjust ourselves.
But they may likely win.
If they win, so be it. If they don't win, so be it. So let's not frustrate anything. The truth of the matter is this. Our promises to the people were not fulfilled, and they are angry. And let me tell you this. If a wet tree is burning this way, you can know what will happen to the dry tree. Ilaje is the only oil-producing state, producing local government. If Ilaje does not have this, Esaudo is worse off. And this is the truth. The truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. I have said it. Anti-party, pro-party to hell. I owe it to my people. And let the administration look at it. I respect His Excellency the Governor. I respect his office. I will never denigrate him. He's an elder brother to me. But for what has happened to us as Ilaje, this administration is a washout. That is the basic.
So, for the rerun, how can this be remedied so that your party doesn't lose out in the elections?
A man that is suffering with low, and you ask him to run, I don't know how far he can run. Are we going to build those things overnight?
But you can promise them that you will do better.
Just as you said.
Just listen. If it takes 5 years to make advances to a woman, how many years do you want to use in sleeping with her? Huh? A man is to be mad for 10 years. Just a moment, sorry, if it's vulgar.
Yeah, I think we should look for
I'm
another
sorry,
example.
Yes. A man is to run mad for 8 years, and he uses 5 years for demonstration. How many years will he use in the actual madness? If for 5 years we are promising, the remaining 3 years, remember, next year's election year, activities will build up.
That is a more reason. Sorry, Marco, that is a more reason. I thought you should have that is a more reason you should have sorted this out with your national leadership, knowing full well that election is just around the corner. If you're truly bothered and how to say it, your people's welfare is paramount, then you should move in because development cannot come outside your party to your people.
By my background, trained a lawyer. This is my 20th year as a lawyer. Now, if you say I have not spoken, it's a lie. I have spoken, and I don't want to, I can't ask Excellency to join issues with me. It will be denigrating his office. On several occasions, I've met with him. Say, sir, these things are not going on well. Let's talk about it. Let's address it. Those who are watching me from Ilaje, from our party, they can get angry, but let them come on air and say there is a special hospital in Mahitedo that was built. Let them come and say there is a road somewhere. Let them come and say there is this in this place, and I will go and bring photographs. Let's not open ourselves up. But you see, when a woman goes into a marriage, she anticipates the marriage will work. But when the man gives me a knock the first night, she will think, is it a mistake? But if the thing continues, she should cry out, or else the Akolade issue will arise. I am crying out.
You know, some people will actually say that, you know, the effect of this on the people could also be that they would end up voting for your party because there are people who are still brave enough to admit that things have not gone on well in the last, you know, couple of years, in the last years, and that if there's still people like that, you know, maybe there is a chance for remediation. You see, you don't see that chance? You see,
the young man that is standing for election in Labour, he is one of the closest person to me, Victor Kolade. Very, very close. But you see, there's a limit to which I can help. In my unit, we had 92. PDP had 232. You won't expect me to go and be rigging.
No, but there's also, you know, the gentleman who was also here from the PDP, he admitted that he lost fair, or they lost fair and square to the Labour Party in his own words. So if things go fairly well,
yes.
I mean, if things are free and fair and transparent, people are allowed to make up their minds and give their decision.
That is the preaching.
Yes.
Let things, if we have promises to make, let us make the promises. If the promises will translate into reality for people to believe us, so be it. And I will be happy. Who will say that it's word for his own son that will say will not be happy for him? But I'm telling you that the element that is on ground now is that the people are grieved. Oba, chief, some of the Obas may not be willing to talk because they are elderly men. They won't talk because they must follow any administration or else they can be dethroned. So I can understand with them. And I want to appeal to our Obas that let them stay on tradition and allow those of us politicians to do the work of politics. Let them be ridiculed. Take a cue from the Oba of Benin. Take a cue from all the other Obas whom the people will go to. So let's keep the institution well respected. But you see, I said I'm owning up, and that is the truth. And this is the only way I can own up. And the only thing that happens when I turned 50, I made my will. If anything happens, I have no regret. I should be able to say it. And I'm saying it here. This administration in Ondo State is the worst that has ever happened to Ilaje as a people. I don't talk about other people. Maybe Ondo people are having benefit, Akure are having, I won't know. But for me, I'm an Ilaje person. When I was in the university, I took interest in petroleum law.
Are you going back to the PDP?
Which PDP?
The People's Democratic Party.
Listen, if what I've said offends the leadership of Labour Party, they have two options. They can summarily throw me out or call me for a discussion, and I will say this is what I've been saying in the secret. It has come openly now.
What if they don't do either?
If they don't do it, I remain in Labour Party. And if I discover I'm fed up with the whole system, then I watch the scenario. APC is available, PDP is available, and check whoever will play the interest. Whoever among the parties that will satisfy Ilaje and do well for us, Benson Enikuommehin will join it. So if it is APC, go ahead. If it is PDP, run on. But for now, Labour has failed us. That is the truth. So if they are throwing me now, they have a right. They can try me in absentia.
Aren't you bothered about what majority perspective will be? Because I mean,
whatever majority you have to say, take your photo, take your camera, and I will take you through Igbokoda, take you to Ayetoro, Idiogba, down to Ilowo, Oroto, Ilepete, Obiadun, Obejedo, Obienikansulu, take you to Ikoriwo, take you to Donla. I will go and show one project that Osopadek or Ondo State government has concluded in these 5 years in this locality.
Would they not consider you, because you're already talking about other political parties, they might consider you a liability?
If I'm a liability and a heavy liability, you know what to do with it. If a man is a liability for you, better manage him. The one that will not allow you to eat your food well, better cook his own. Listen, in Ekiti State, Ayafayose was in PDP, and he said Oni was not going. He stood up, carried his staff, and followed Fayemi, and campaigned for Fayemi all through the state. Fayemi won. Is it not the same Ayafayose that's not the candidate of PDP? If they know what I'm saying is true, the best thing is to hold me. I will explode more. Fact and figure, I don't talk just anyhow. I have gone, I've gotten the data of the money, everything.
Wow.
Why are we fooling ourselves? At this level, if anything happens to me, I don't care. They know my house at Obaile, number 1 by Benson Enikuommehin Avenue. I won't lock the gate. Please, let's call a spade a spade.
You should have just cooked your own.
So it was because of our woeful performance that has made Ilaje. When we did the 2011 election, we don't need all this argument because we were hoping against hope that things will move well.
And this is the second term. Of
Oh, yes, of course. Three more years.
But hope is not lost. You can still revisit all of these issues.
Sky
Because
is
you
dark.
say not one project in all those areas.
I have just mentioned only 3.
Oh,
I said
there's
they are in Igbokoda. Igbokoda is the headquarters. Igbokoda is just the headquarters.
Okay.
Across from the other places, there are 12 wards. Igbokoda, Abo, Torera that form 1 ward. The remaining 11 wards, go and take the photograph, even if it's images, and show me what is going on. Let's call a spade a spade.
Okay, Mr. Benson Enikuommehin, thank you very much indeed for coming on this morning, and it will be interesting to hear what the Labour Party has to say to all of this one. But
Let other persons come. I have just told the lie now. Let them come and contradict me. And I will come with, I carry my iPad, snap them one by one, and say, come and see, photo not the tell lie.
No, really, we have to do that.
Please do.
Because,
please do. I'm ready to sponsor it.
all right, thank you for coming on. We'll return in just a moment. We've got another focus, another matter on Sunrise Daily today, so please join us again.